Dairy prices softened in the most recent global dairy trade auction, with prices falling just 0.9% on a trade-weighted basis. Now, the results were actually fairly mixed across the different product types. We did see some quite sharp corrections in anhydrous milk fat, in casein and in cheddar. However, we did see that milk powders held on to recent levels and remain quite firm. Now, Wairarapa has benefited from the great weather of late. The spring growth has come through and pasture growth has been fairly solid and keeping up with demand from hungry ewes and dairy cows. Docking season has started in earnest and the lamb survival rates are looking good. As we've been hearing from elsewhere, dairy production is well up on year-ago levels. Again, it's that compact calving season we've seen this year, as well as above average pasture growth over a fairly mild winter, all contributing to excellent production conditions. The big development yesterday was the surprise rate cut by the Reserve Bank of Australia. Now, due to daylight savings, this rate cut occurred after New Zealand markets had closed. Heading into the decision, expectations were fairly divided. Around 2/3 of economists were expecting the RBA to leave rates on hold, although markets had factored in a higher chance of a cut. In delivering the cut, the Reserve Bank of Australia noted the deteriorating global outlook as well as the very elevated Australian dollar. The recent fall in commodity prices also got a mention, and the Reserve Bank of Australia now expect that the mining boom will peak much earlier than previously thought. As a result, the cut in interest rates will help stimulate the non-mining sector of Australia and help rebalance growth. We do expect the Reserve Bank of Australia will cut rates further, probably in November, although this will be data dependent. As a result of the surprise rate cut, we did see the New Zealand dollar rise quite strongly against the Australian dollar yesterday, and it's now sitting over 80.50. Overnight, we saw the New Zealand dollar remain largely unchanged against the US dollar, but the New Zealand dollar did fall against the euro and the pound. We've got a fairly big week for the rest of the week, some big data developments, but beyond that, markets are waiting quite impatiently for Spain to formally request bailout assistance.